I'm so excited about the day that we've prepared for you here today on this conference. I am so excited about the talks we've stored for you. I'm not saying that we've saved the best talks for last. I would never say that, but they are great talks. Let's start first with code of conduct. Given the results of the election, some of you may be happy or sad, some may be glad or mad. Regardless, I certainly don't need to remind you that we have to be respectful for others. You're all leaders who have had to deal with, at some point in your career, issues that required extra sensitivity, and I know that you'll bring your best selves here today. If there's ever a time that we need to break down silos and bring people together in this emerging world, it is now. So let us hope that our great country can apply the principles that we've been talking about here all week at this conference to that problem. Empathy. Empathy, shared goals, trust, and elevating the human condition. So the next logical thing to talk about is queuing theory. A lot of you were here at the DevOps Handbook signing last night, and we had a great time. And for me, it was actually a little mini lesson in queue theory when the process and cycle times are so short. I actually want to, last night, I actually created a little histogram of the cycle times of how long it takes to sign a book. And I actually want to show a video. Can we roll the video? So here's the book signing happening, and here's Jez Humble and John Willis sitting next to me. And it was so fun seeing so many friends and people who have influenced me over the years. And then you might hear someone say something. Someone said, "I'm glad you finished the book," and Jez Humble said, "So are we." Like, wait a minute, suddenly it's all my fault that the book is late? I mean, Jez is a great guy, one of the nicest guys I know. But anyway, so one of the other things that Jez and John were saying all night long was that I'm the bottleneck, right? That they're always waiting for me. So I actually have video documentation that this is really not the case. Nothing in front of me. I'm waiting for Jez and John. But see, something happened though, right? So I recognized Matt from Target, who was awesome, right? He actually turned me on to log entries, the Elk Stack, led me to hosted Graphite. And so until this point in time, my cycle time was about 15 seconds per book, right? Never the bottleneck. But with Matt, I was so happy to see him that the process time went up to 1 minute 9 seconds. And so this causes some problems. In fact, I was so happy to be talking with Matt that I didn't notice that there are now 4 books in front of me. At this point, it's very stressful. I have tunnel vision. I'm trying to sign the books as fast as I can. In fact, I don't even notice, I couldn't find the video of this, but Jez actually, I found footage of Jez spilling that whole thing of beer over, right? I didn't even notice. Like this pool of beer in front of me, and I didn't even notice because I was 4 books behind. At any rate, so the lesson is, you can have this Gaussian distribution where cycle time only should take 15 seconds, but there at the very right is 1 minute and 9 seconds, and bad things happen then. Anyway, so that was clearly the learning objective of the book signing. Thank you for being there. That was really a special treat for me. Thank you. So this is our experiment for this year, the notion of DevOps Workshops using the lean coffee format. I thought this was a terrific success. The sessions last year, I thought it was amazing. Again, thank you so much for the facilitators and Domenic DeGrandis and Damon for helping make this happen. And thank you for sending me all those epiphanies. We'll figure out something to do with it. And again, if you have any ideas on what to do with the queue of epiphanies that came out of the Lean Coffee sessions, let me know. We have a year to work on that. The announcement here is we have 2 more workshops scheduled. And I was at lunch yesterday with a bunch of folks, and what they told me was, we'd love to actually get sort of birds of feather sessions, get industry vertical sessions going, specifically federal government, hospitality, insurance companies. You know who you are. So these sessions will be led by John Willis in the morning and Domenic DeGrandis in the afternoon. We will not have Lean Coffee facilitators there for you. So I would encourage you to organize yourselves into topics you want to care about. There's a link here, bit.ly DevOps Workshops. It's just a Google Doc share that's shared to everybody. Use that to organize yourselves, get yourself scheduled in the morning or the afternoon, and please use that time well, because it's an amazing opportunity for you to create your own communities and support systems as we all go on this journey. So here's the way it's going to work. There will be a pile of cards, blank signs on each one of the entrances of the room. Grab one, write your topic down, and then there's these little things that you can put on the table, right? To signal to others where you are. We have room for about 15 topics this morning, and the same for this afternoon. One at 11:15 to 12:15. One at 1:45 to 2:45, and use this Google Doc to organize yourselves. You can take it wherever you want from there. So again, for the people who wanted the Birds of Feather session, good luck. We're counting on you. All right. So with that, Sam.
I could talk about the slide decks. So you guys voted yesterday. Thank you for those of you who tweeted out your preference.
GitHub, decisive winner. So we'll probably do GitHub, SlideShare. We'll do it many different ways. So that will be made available. And when is that going to be available?
The videos and the things will be available in a couple weeks. We don't have exact dates for you, but you'll get communications from us on that.
Okay, very good. And what is next slide?
And the last one. One more back.
One more back. One back.
Yeah.
Please.
So the ballot game. So who had fun last night getting drunk before they found the election results out? All right, right on. So thanks to Cloud Munch for a great party last night. Thanks to UpGuard for a great party the night before. Your sponsors are the reason that we're able to have this event. So please go by their booths. The ballot game ends today at 1:15. You got to be somewhere near the IT Rev or the Electrical booth. We'll be calling out the winners. Must be present to win. So show up, and I hope you guys win.
So thank you, Electric Cloud. Thank you, Cloud Much. Thank you, UpGuard. Fantastic. Thank you, Sam. All right. The first talk today, well, let me give you some background. I think most would agree that one of the most startling talks last year was from Rosalind Ratcliffe, distinguished engineer from IBM, talking about how we can use all the modern technical practices that we use in distributed systems and use them on the mainframe to amazing outcomes. My friend Jeff Gallimore came up here and talked about his specific aha moment around that, and more importantly, the aha moments he saw around him the whole day of that epiphany. But Rosalind last year hinted at something amazing that was happening at Walmart. And so I remember hanging out with Brian Finster from Walmart and begging and pleading him, could you please introduce me to that team at Walmart? I just want to know what they're working on. To see, and more importantly, maybe it's a story that would be relevant here. 5 months later, I get this email from Brian introducing me to Richard Jackson at Walmart. And what he told me blew my mind. In fact, during the many, many conversations that followed, I found myself laughing, crying, but mostly learning a lot. I love the story because it is, at the heart, an engineering story of about a group of people doing amazing things to solve a very, very urgent business problem. But it's also a story that I think is interesting because for all that we talk about in the DevOps enterprise community about inclusiveness, we can still be real jerks to mainframe people. So with that, Rich Jackson, Principal Systems Engineer at Walmart Technology, Rosalind Ratcliffe, Distinguished Engineer and Chief Architect for DevOps at IBM. Thank you.